Stephen Colbert's final episode of The Late Show is already shaping up to be one of the most emotional moments in late-night television history, and now a new report suggests the farewell may include a deeply personal twist that longtime fans will instantly recognize. After more than a decade behind the desk, Stephen Colbert may turn one of his most beloved segments inward and answer his own famous questionnaire in what could become the most unforgettable moment of his final broadcast. For years, the Colbert Questionnaire has been one of the show's signature features. It always came near the end of an interview, when Colbert would ask celebrities a series of quirky but surprisingly revealing questions. What is the best sandwich? What one thing do you own that you should throw away? What is the scariest animal? Apples or oranges? These questions were funny on the surface, but they often revealed something unexpectedly honest about the guest. Over time, the segment became a fan favorite because it blended Colbert's humor with genuine curiosity and heart. Now, according to the latest reports, the final episode may feature a complete reversal, with Stephen Colbert sitting in the guest seat and answering the questionnaire himself. If that happens, it would mark the first time in the history of the show that Colbert becomes the subject of the very segment he created. And for millions of viewers who have watched him guide celebrities through these questions for years, seeing him reveal his own answers could be one of the most intimate moments of his entire career. The timing could not be more fitting. Colbert's final episode is expected to air on Thursday, May 21st, 2026, bringing an end to his 11-year run as host of The Late Show. Since taking over for David Letterman in 2015, Colbert has transformed the program into one of the most influential and widely discussed shows on television. His sharp political commentary, heartfelt interviews, and ability to balance satire with sincerity made him a defining voice of the era. In the days leading up to the finale, anticipation has only intensified. CBS has already confirmed that the final week includes a remarkable lineup of guests, among them Jon Stewart, Steven Spielberg, David Byrne, and Bruce Springsteen. Each of those names carries enormous significance. Jon Stewart is not just a friend and collaborator, but one of the most important mentors in Colbert's career. Steven Spielberg represents the highest level of Hollywood prestige. David Byrne brings artistic originality and emotional depth. And Bruce Springsteen, whose music often explores themes of resilience and reflection, seems like a perfect fit for such a historic farewell. The possibility that Colbert may answer his own questionnaire has added a new layer of emotional weight to the finale. Fans are now imagining what his answers might reveal. What is the best sandwich according to Stephen Colbert? What smell does he love? What is the most used app on his phone? These may seem like simple questions, but in Colbert's hands, they often become unexpectedly meaningful. Viewers know that behind his wit lies a man who has openly discussed grief, faith, family, and the experiences that shaped him. That emotional openness is one reason so many people feel personally connected to him. Stephen Colbert is not just a comedian. Over the years, he has spoken with remarkable honesty about losing his father and two brothers in a plane crash when he was a child. He has discussed how his Catholic faith helped him process profound loss. He has shared that he learned to find gratitude even in suffering. These moments of vulnerability allow audiences to see the person behind the jokes, and they are part of what made his interviews resonate so deeply. If Colbert answers his own questionnaire, those years of personal reflection may come full circle. Instead of directing the spotlight at others, he would be allowing viewers to see him as he truly is in the final moments of a show that has defined a major chapter of his life. There is also speculation that the segment may involve surprise guests asking the questions. Imagine Jon Stewart reading the first card. Imagine Bruce Springsteen asking what makes life worth living. Imagine Steven Spielberg, one of the world's greatest storytellers, helping Colbert tell his own story. CBS has not officially confirmed these details, but the possibility has generated enormous excitement online. Public reaction has been immediate and emotional. Fans across social media are saying that if this happens, they expect to cry. Many are calling it the perfect ending because it reflects everything that made him special. He always used comedy to reveal something human. He made people laugh, but he also encouraged them to think and feel. By answering his own questions, he would be giving audiences one final opportunity to know him more personally. The farewell has already attracted tributes from some of the biggest names in entertainment. Actors, filmmakers, comedians, and musicians have praised Colbert's intelligence, kindness, and ability to combine sharp humor with genuine empathy. Many have described him as one of the most thoughtful interviewers in television history. Others have emphasized how he made guests feel comfortable enough to be honest and vulnerable on national television. Jimmy Kimmel also added to the emotional atmosphere surrounding the finale. As one of Colbert's closest late-night friends, Kimmel has publicly expressed admiration and affection for him. Their camaraderie has been a hallmark of modern late-night television, and fans believe Kimmel may appear in some form during the final episode. Even if he does not appear on screen, his support has reinforced how deeply respected Colbert is among his peers. The significance of this finale extends far beyond one television program. The Late Show is one of the most iconic franchises in American entertainment. David Letterman launched the show in 1993 and turned it into a cultural institution. When Colbert took over in 2015, he faced the daunting challenge of following a legend. Over the next 11 years, he not only honored the show's legacy, but reshaped it for a new generation. Under Colbert, The Late Show became a destination for major political figures, world-famous actors, best-selling authors, and cultural icons. It was a place where serious conversations could happen alongside absurd comedy. One moment, viewers would be laughing at a monologue joke, and the next, they would be hearing a profound discussion about grief, democracy, art, or faith. That ability to move seamlessly between humor and humanity is exactly why the questionnaire twist feels so powerful. The segment was always playful, but it also carried an undercurrent of truth. Turning it towards Colbert himself would symbolize the essence of his work. After years of helping others reveal who they are, he would be revealing a little more of himself before the curtain falls. Bruce Springsteen's appearance adds another emotional dimension. Bruce Springsteen's songs often focus on memory, endurance, and the passage of time. Fans are already speculating that he may perform one of his most moving songs to close the show. If that happens after Colbert answers his own questionnaire, the combination could create one of the most memorable endings in late-night history. Jon Stewart's presence is equally significant. Stewart helped launch Colbert to national prominence on The Daily Show and has remained one of his closest friends. Their relationship is rooted in mutual respect and shared values. Seeing Stewart involved in the final moments would feel like a full circle moment, linking Colbert's past to the conclusion of this chapter. Steven Spielberg's inclusion has also fueled speculation. As one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, Spielberg understands how to craft meaningful endings. His appearance underscores just how important this finale has become within the entertainment world. Meanwhile, fans are revisiting their favorite Colbert moments. Many are sharing clips of unforgettable interviews, hilarious sketches, and moving monologues. Others are remembering how Colbert guided viewers through difficult national moments with both humor and compassion. For countless people, The Late Show became a nightly ritual and a source of comfort. That's why the final episode carries such emotional weight. It's not simply the end of a television show, it's the closing of a relationship that has lasted for more than a decade. Audiences invited Stephen Colbert into their homes night after night. They laughed with him, learned from him, and found reassurance in his intelligence and warmth. If he answers his own questionnaire, the gesture will feel like a thank you. It will be his way of saying that after all these years, he is willing to share a little more of himself before the curtain falls. And perhaps that's the most fitting ending imaginable. Not a grand spectacle, not a flashy stunt, but a thoughtful and deeply personal conversation. The same qualities that made Stephen Colbert such a remarkable host may define his final moments on The Late Show. Whether he reveals his favorite sandwich, reflects on what he values most, or simply smiles through tears, viewers are preparing for a finale unlike any other, with Jon Stewart, Steven Spielberg, Bruce Springsteen, and potentially other surprise guests. The night is already set to be historic. But if Stephen Colbert turns the questionnaire on himself, it may become something even more meaningful, a final, honest portrait of the man behind the desk. For longtime fans, this is more than television. It's the end of an era. And if the reports are true, Stephen Colbert's last great interview may be with himself. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.